Hi everybody. In this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to sew and put this guy together. I have a tutorial that I'm going to show you. It's using my basic amigurumi pattern, and so you can go to the tutorial on pattern to find how to make the blank doll itself, but don't sew any of the pieces together. And when you have all the pieces made, come back and I'll show you how to turn him into a scarecrow. Hi guys, I've been doing this doll here for a few weeks now, trying to design all the pieces and everything. And the way that it's designed, you have to make all the pieces before you can put it all together. And I figured I'd make a video to show you how I'm going to put this thing together, at least the way I plan to put this thing together. Hope it goes well. Thumbs on the hand. I attached it right where that line is. I kind of use that as this is the end of the hand. So the hand is only up to that line, and then right above the line I attached the thumbs, in case you're wondering how to do that. And this is made to have the feet inside. I already went ahead and sewed on my patches and the bottom fold. And I attached the fold to the actual pants themselves. It makes it so much easier. And then all the sewing inside will be inside, and you don't have to see the actual sewing. So I'm going to get my tail, because I need it to be on this side. And put that leg in one leg, and one pants leg. Then grab your other, putting the string, feeding the string through, because I really need to have it there to do the sewing. Okay, those are the legs. And so now you want to fold the overalls back so you can see the legs sticking out there. And this is where you'll want to connect. And you'll want to connect it. You can use this because it doesn't matter, you won't be seeing it. This will all be attached. I'm going to be going from the center, and I'm going to be sewing it onto the sides as best I can. I'm going to go through the leg and then through the body. And since it's already attached to the leg, because my string is coming from the leg, I'm going to go ahead and start first by aligning it the best I can with that middle, and then going right through the leg. And I'm going to try to get this on camera, but it's going to be very difficult. So I'm going through the body, and then I'm going to go through a stitch on the leg, and then I'm going to continue down. So from where I did here, I'm going to keep going, go through the next stitch on the leg, and then remember, try to use this circle here in the middle to keep it aligned. And then just continue on down through the leg and the body. This is kind of a rag doll, so it doesn't have to be perfect. It's meant to be loose. Okay, I'm getting my last stitch, and I'm on the same side of the circle. And then do the same thing to attach. No, I'm too close, you can't see. Hope you could see that on camera. Now I'm going to go ahead and attach this leg on the other side of my circle here, trying to keep everything straight, and I'll come back whenever I get done. Okay, I just got my legs sewn on. Now I'm gonna pull his pants up. Make sure you got your overalls straight. Sew the overalls on like this. Oh, there's the guy with the blower again. I hope you can't hear him. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave maybe about that much, about where you see my hand is, like this much over the overalls here. And I'm just going to do a quick sewing. On this side. And then I'm going to go ahead and get my button, the one I'm using here. I'm going to feed it through here. Try to get centered in that piece. I just overlapped a little bit there. Sew it on that flap to make it look like it's there because the button. Then I'm just going to go down my overalls here just to hide my tail. Okay, I'm going to go do the other one and I'll be right back. Okay, once you have your overalls on your guy and your legs sewn on, you can get a better idea now where you can put your arm. And if you have your head already made like I do, you can do this just to get an idea of head to arm ratio. I'm going to have my thumbs kind of going down. Or should I go up? No, it's going to look like he's doing that all the time. Hey. So I'm going to go ahead and just put it somewhere in the middle, as much as I can here. I'm going to try to just mark the middle here with my yarn itself. Okay. Oh, so it's set up like this with my thumb up. So I'm actually going to have to start my arm. So that's where I was going to attach it. I do it on the backwards. So I'm going to go down lower from where I was going to attach it because I'm going to start from the bottom up like that. So now I just have to go through the body, do just like you did with the legs, going through the body and then the arm. It's hard to do this on camera, so I'm going to go ahead and just do the best I can. I make no promises. I can do, wait, maybe just go through the stitch itself and then go through the arm stitch. Maybe easier that way to stay centered, to stay aligned with my previous stitch. Just go up. I'll get a little closer for you. This is where my previous stitch is. You can see it there. So I'm just going to go up the next stitch there and then up through the next stitch of my arm. I'll do the same thing again. Hope I didn't get this too high. I don't think I did, but I guess we'll see. Okay. Now it looks good. It ends right there where my overalls are, which is good. I want it to look like it's kind of going on the overall. You can go through and do stitches through the whole thing again, but I think what I'm going to do is just hide my tail. I'm using this as a decoration for Halloween, so it's not like it's going to be played with so much. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and sew on my other arm and I'll be right back. Before I do that, I'll show you a little trick here. This is where your arm is sewn on this side. Let me back up. I think I'm a little too close now. And just to make sure I'm going to be aligned, make sure I got that straight from here to here, and this is up. Okay, I think it's about here to keep even. I'm going to put a marker on this side in hopes that I don't sew it on wrong. Okay, Now you got your arms and legs on and your overalls on. Now you can just put the hands inside the vest. You can sew this on them if you want, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and finish doing my head and my face, and then I'll sew that head on. Hey everybody, as you can see, I went to the store and I picked up some stuff. I've got some toothpicks that I'm going to use to get the glue. I got some felt. Wanted to try to do a felt face for a change, so I went and got myself some felt and I cut it out. And also I got stuff that I'm going to be using for the hair. This is my head. Let me move that out of the way for a second. So let me start with the eyes. Let me get a little closer here. Okay, so what I did is I cut out like the white just like this, kind of eye shaped, and then I cut out around black, and then I got just like a little bitty piece just to kind of, my daughter said that looked weird just like black. So she told me to put some little white on it. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think it's going to help it look better. And how I decided to put it on is to glue. So I got I got a toothpick and some glue. I'm going to put some on the back of my felt here. I've never done this before, so this is all experimental for me. I've made many dolls, but I've never designed my own doll. So it's been fun, and my daughter's been helping me. I'm going to try to center that as much as I can. I'm going to get a little, put it on this other piece. Little piece is so small. Okay. Okay, so this one I already did. So I think the eyes are done, and I just cut out a little square piece for the nose. And I figured I'd put it, well, I better put my cap back on my glue here. It's still seeming to want to come out. So I got my head. I can back out a bit, I think, now. I really am not sure exactly how I'm going to put it on there yet, but I think it's probably going to be something like this. With the felt on the nose, like that. So this is my hat I finished last night, and I went out and I got some of this. I wanted to get some kind of string, and then I saw this stuff, which is called paper string. And I got it out here in Israel where I live. It was at a craft store. And it's really stiff. It's hard. It's like straw. And I thought, well, for the scarecrow, that'd be great. So I started cutting pieces. I've got several pieces. I guess this is about an inch. It's hard to tell. That's about an inch. So it's about 3 inches, 2.5, 3 inches long each piece. And then I folded it in half, and then I'm attaching it to the hat. So I went into one stitch. Let me get closer now. I went into one stitch here, and this is where the fold of the hat happens. This is the 2 rows of that. I folded it over, and then I went in 3 rows deep. 1, 2, this is the 3rd row in, and I was going along that 3rd row. Pull through a loop through the stitch like that, and then just, hard to work with this stuff, pull it through that loop that you make, and then just try to tighten it a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect, but my idea was behind this is to put it on him like this, so the hair would kind of be attached on the inside. And if it's a few rows deep, you can't really see it when you pull down. You've got 2 rows to hide it this way, and you still have the flap of the hat that's not being touched. But you can use any kind of string that, yarn or whatever you can find that to make the hair. But that just, I got lucky with that stuff, I think. They do have a site if you're interested. It says palda.co.il. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'll put it in the video. I'll spell it out so you can see it. And so that's it. I'm going to go around. I think I'm going to go all the way around, just not this front area because I don't want to cover the face. So probably just along the side and the back and then to the other side, and then I'll glue the face on. Okay, I think what I'm going to do, just to have a frame of reference because I'm having difficulty knowing where the hat or the eyes should go, so I need to go ahead and attach my head to my headless scarecrow here. So I'm going to thread my needle, and I guess I'm going to go from the center. The body is I guess it's here, the center of where I started my crocheting or ended it, who knows by now, to the center or the ending of this. So I'm just going to attach so it won't flop around on me. Okay, I don't want it to be too like ragdollish, so I'm gonna go, I think, up 2 rows. Let's start from here. Let's go 1, 2 rows over, and then from here go 1, 2 rows over here as well. And I think I'm gonna continue that all the way around, going 2 rows out and then 2 rows this way as well, because you don't want it to be just in the center, because then you're going to have a very wobbly head. You want to have some kind of connection, like a neck size, even though it won't really be a neck. So it's going to be hard to do this on film, so I'm just going to go ahead and do my best to go around the whole thing and get it sewed on for you. Okay, I did pretty much all the way around. I think I got it good and tight. Now I'm just trying to hide my yarn in the stitches of the scarecrow's head. Okay, there, as a head. Now, let's see if I can, now that I got the head made here. Don't think I'm going to sew this on. Oh, yeah, actually I think I am going to sew this hat on when I get done, because I don't want his bald head to fall off. It'll get lost with my kids when they pick him up. So I guess for now I'm just going to get a piece of yarn. I want to kind of stick him together so this hat doesn't fall off. I'm going to create an anchor there. Okay, so that's going to give me a better idea where I need to put my eyeballs. It's like this there. Okay, so it needs to be about here, I guess. I'm going to get some glue. There we go. Okay, because I won't get it straight if I try to do it on camera. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get my glue, and I'm going to get it and put it on the back of each eye and then push it down and glue those eyeballs on. I just need to make sure I can do it at a good angle so his eyes don't end up like that or something. So I go ahead and do that and finish the hat and everything, and I'll let you know what he looks like when he's done. Okay, I want to show you the hat. Just finished. Made it all the way around, only leaving a little bit at the front here open so that we can still see his face. So I'm going to sew that on now. That's what the back of his head will look like. Has this crazy straw hair. And also I went ahead and put some straw here at the bottom. And I like it. It's going to give him more of a look. So I'm going to show you how I did that. I'll fold open up his pants leg, and we're going to be using this white ridge of the sock. And the pieces that I was using was a little long. I was using about the same size as I was before, just because it's easier to mess around with. And then whenever I got it on there, I did a little clipping around the outside just to make it the shortness that I wanted. So let me get a few of these pieces so I can show you. Okay, so I'm going to fold it in half like I did before. Now I'm going to go under one of those stitches that we have for our sock and attach it just like we did our hair up on the hat. But here I didn't do it on every single stitch. I skipped a stitch and then I would put the next one in the next stitch. And then I would skip the next stitch and then go into the next. So I was just going every other one. Just like that. And then when I got done, I put it down like this and then grab your pieces at a time. I'll try to stick with the two pieces that I had. And then just cut them to the size that you want. Probably a little longer. You can even have different sizes to make it look more realistic, like that. Okay, I just got the legs, the stuff done. You can see that on camera. And so the only thing left I need for my doll is to sew the hat on. And I'm going to do it just like I did the other one. I wanted to show you real quick because this is not easy to do. I just wanted to show you what I was doing. You're really going to have to take it slow because this fold, if you don't allow this fold to be here, then you can see the stitches. So you really want that fold to be there, and you also want this to come down some so you don't see the knots on this side. So what I did is I put my hook above where I attached the hair, and then you can kind of move the hair a little bit out of the way. Oh, this is like almost impossible to show on camera. I got it from here above where I have the hair, see where the yarn's attached, and then I'm kind of going in between the two hairs, but on the head itself, like here for instance. It's not, it's like between two hairs on the head. And you're going to need a lot of yarn, by the way, to sew this. So you're going to have to go all the way around. And then I'm pulling it down tight. So now I'm going to go to the next piece of hair, which is here. Those are the next two. I'm going to go in between those on the hat itself. It's a constant fight with this, and once I have it there, I'm going to try to move these two hairs, separate those two hairs, and go now under those knots, under the knots of the hair onto the head, and then pull it like this. And you see it is hiding the knots, and the fold is hiding the top. So it's going to be a pain in the butt. And now I can move that string over, and I can go in between or on top of the next one where the hat is. Constantly have to fight these little hairs and getting caught up in it. And once I have that, I already made my knot there on the head. So now I'm going to go to the next, between the next two knots here, this one and this one, on the face. So it's going to take some time, but it can be done. And again, once you get done with sewing on the face, I was in between these two hairs, so I can just move this hair over because I want to now come in between the next, that one and the next one. It's hard to work with so much yarn. You may have to do it with a smaller amount of yarn and then just attach more later on. Just take your time here, because this is not easy. And these are hard straw-like yarn. I can't imagine how it would be if you used real yarn. So I'm going to continue that all the way around, and I'll show you when I get done. Okay, I got the hair sewed on, and just to make sure it doesn't open up like this and expose the hair underneath, I'm going around and sewing that flap down so that it doesn't come up like this. And I just wanted to show you that I was doing that real quick, because I think it's important once you get your hat sewed on that you close that flap so that the hair will never be able to be seen. Okay guys, I got done with the hat now, and I decided he just looks cute without a mouth. To put a smiley face, I don't know. Maybe I'll do it at another time, but right now I think that he just looks good just the way he is. If you want to be notified whenever I release a new tutorial, you can go to my main YouTube page and click the little bell button beside my subscribe button, and always be notified whenever I release a new tutorial. So I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please don't forget to like and share and comment down below and tell me what you think of the pattern. And if you made one, please share a picture and put it on my Crochet for the Masses Facebook page. I'd love to see it. And so that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.